It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Mike 8. Mike 8. All right.
Here we go. Hey, orbit. Hustle. Go.
From the gun, Stanley. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Stanley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Giants nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Come on.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Kill. Check 3.
Lock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 180.
51. Achilles traps. Let's go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Back to throw. Stanley. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stanley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Garoppolo on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Garoppolo. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Check. Check. Hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stanley.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 1, Garoppolo. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
It's going to be a
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through, and this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
That's good. Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Stanley. And now he'll tuck it and run. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in. And then
looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stanley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Coming to you. Switch. 21. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Quentin Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, alert!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Bound to lose one. 44. Mike, 44. 6-man.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st down, Giants.
Here we go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Let's go, baby.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a quick. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, with those first 5